Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak, where last episode, using Theo, we searched for the demon stones within the Auber District, coming across Zeros as we located the last one to destroy the barrier guarding the demon sphere, as Celise helped us enter the phase space to rescue Katara, Paulette, and Yume. We now sweep the area after a chat with our allies. They hurried back to the cathedral together, where the exhausted Yume and Paulette were able to enjoy some warm soup and relax. Afterwards, Elder Gien and Professor Hamilton told them of a past crisis that was disturbingly similar to their current predicament. So the situation in Lomport 40 years ago was like this too. Indeed, no one was frozen in time, admittedly. The tyrant took control of the city's people using the dragon veins from Heilong Shenzai. Invisible spirits ran rampant through Lomport's streets, stealing the energy of those who lived. I remember hearing something similar from my own father. I do remember hearing about something crazy going on down there many years back. I was asked to name more recent parallels. There are also the crises in Crossbell and the Brill 4 and 6 years ago, respectively, as well as the Civil War in the Empire 4 years ago and the Battle of Jormungand 2 years ago. Those stemmed in part from a great curse that spread across the land through the earth veins. They also spawned devils as well. Really? So what are we supposed to infer from the fact that what's going on here is similar to all of that? I don't know. To my knowledge, the current time freeze has never happened anywhere before. Realizing pandemonium on a country or even continent-wide scale is no mean feat. Especially in the area near a certain church-related facility. Am I wrong? You are very astute. You're not one of the 3 disciples for nothing, huh? We're talking about the primal grounds, right? The original the others are based on being in Arteria. The nearest one isn't anywhere in the capital though, right? Never mind here. You are correct. Unlike the Empire's capital, this city didn't exist before the Middle Ages. It should come as no surprise that it is light on spiritual protection. On the plus side, at least that means the primal ground isn't going to be used maliciously like it was in the Empire. I feel like right now we're hearing a hell of a lot of stuff we shouldn't be. Still, I suppose what it all boils down to is that we need to be just a little cautious when appraising the current crisis, correct? Precisely.
Van, I believe you and you alone hold the key to quelling this chaos. The devices that your great-grandfather left you will no doubt be essential as well, Agnès. However, I don't believe you should obsess over the negative aspects of your role in this. Instead, take a close look at your surroundings. Most of the city's people are frozen, but so many are not. And the sheer number who are not is a testament to just how many bonds and friendships you have formed with everyone around you.
It's a good way of looking at it. Professor Hamilton. I don't know what to say. How am I even supposed to argue with that? I know that's what's happening is my problem, but even now I still don't hold all the answers to what's going on. But I'll try not to dwell too much on that. Remember how many people have got my back. Man.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm sure that will be the key to opening a path forward.
Right. And we'll be right there with you, of course. I don't feel like I've just been drawn into this randomly. This must be at least somewhat connected to my birth and circumstances as well.
Oh.
Why, Mom? Why, Dad? I don't want this. I don't want to be...
Catra.
Oh.
I wonder if... No, this is no time to be speculating. We'll be counting on you. Arkride Solutions Technical Advisor. Gonna have to keep your grandson on the clock a while longer, Professor.
Of course. I can tell that he, Theo, and Zeros are as much a part of your group as anyone. Do your best, Catra, but always behave like an engineer should, calmly and methodically.
I will, Gran.
You're an odds out of bezel, lad. Go to us proud. Do they remind you of Sao and your grandchildren? Including Aaron, of course. you have grown emotional, Ian. Or perhaps that is a source of strength to you now as well. Anyway, not to interrupt everyone's good feels bonding time, but what are we going to do next? We've got all our people together now, so are we going to hit up the other spheres? I was thinking that at first, but the rest of them are likely in the city's southern suburbs. Even if we do have my pickup back now, that's a bit of a trek. Indeed, there are some impassable areas on the way too. Then that just leaves the place this catastrophe first began, the Auber District. That's right, the area Melchior says he got protected with a giant barrier. He said we need to go around destroying all of the demon spheres to get through it, right? Yeah, he could be lying out his ass, mind, but either way, I do want to know what things are like in there. Maybe we should go check it out. I wish we could ask Claire what she managed to learn. She said she was going to look into what was causing this. She did. She did run off in the direction of the pillar, come to think of it. Which would mean she was heading towards the Auber District. Elaine was the lovely lady who helped us. Wait, you saw her? That's right. Maxime dragged the two of us away from Auber, where we were when the crisis began. But on the way, we ended up getting separated from him, and that's when she showed up and rescued us. She was with a woman on a motorbike, and it was that woman who then saw us to safety. My head went, Noelle? No, it's not. Hermes. That must have been Hermes. Yeah, that sounds like her, alright. What happened to Elaine after that, then? She said something about saying hi to you for her and then ran off. But it was towards that shiny pillar thingy, yeah. Thinking back, though, not long after that, the area she ran into lit up and some kind of symbol appeared. Could that have been the barrier? If that's true, she must have slipped in there on her own before the barrier really went up. First the crazy stuff she pulled in the Ration, now this. She really is something else. Man, I'm sure she's just fine. She's really strong after all. Indeed, I do not doubt that she is working to resolve this in her own way. Yes, we've got to let her do her thing while we handle stuff that can only be done from the outside. I want to enlist the help of the others so that we can... Are they calling us again? I don't think so. I'd say the fact that only Miss Claudel is being called indicates... Oh!
Hello, Agnès. I see you're all gathered.
Ren! You got the communications network back online.
Of course. I managed to reboot it using a special resonance device operated by a general-purpose fork of the Aeon system. Not to mention a little help from Marduk's new service, but let's keep that tidbit between us. Desperate times call for desperate measures, after all.
She really is something else, huh? She's a bona fide genius, that's for sure. I wouldn't expect any less from her. I take it this is a simulation of the Auber network, rather than the actual one then.
Oh, I didn't know Professor Hamilton was with you. Yes, that's right, but you still should be able to use it for everything you need. I contacted Associate Professor Esmeré and Professor Cronkite just before calling all of you, but I would appreciate your help as well. We need as many heads as we can working on how to get through that barrier.
Of course, I have an Auber computer here with me, so I can get to work right away. I guess this means we can call each other Zyphers again. Man, that's awesome. Can't live without the phone. It sure looks like it. I've got a pile of unread mail here. Would you like me to contact your friends and family too? Could you? Oh, thank you. I want to know if they're okay too. We even found Maxime, if you care about that, Paulette. Ren really is amazing. Yeah, the air's all full of hope all of a sudden just because of her. I should try calling Elaine just in...
Van! What's up with you all of a sudden? You're just interrupting us?
Ugh, these blasted... trying to force their way into our
The demon spheres in the 3rd, 11th, and 12th districts have been destroyed. Big congrats! I see you've managed to get your communications network back online too, which means we're ramping up for the grand finale. Yet you still have a whole 2.5 hours to spare. Looks like I made this a little too easy. I wouldn't want you to feel bored during the big climax, though. Which is why I've decided to add another barrier around Vontai.
What?
Oh no.
This isn't good.
I think I might have overdone it a little, but your chances aren't zero, so maybe hope will prevail. Well, keep up the good work. Your end is in sight.
Not like we couldn't see this coming. It's just close to the worst hand we could have possibly been dealt. If it really comes to it. That scumbag's really done it this time. Who does he think he is? Well, if he thinks this is going to make us give up, he's got another thing coming. You're absolutely right, Judith. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, I imagine he is frustrated that we're able to restore communications and destroy all the spheres so quickly. Yeah, what he's doing pisses me off, but it's just proof he's really starting to lose his cool. That makes sense to me. We still have 2.5 hours left. That should be enough time to formulate a strategy. Indeed, it's time to put our heads together, combine our strength, and show them what we can really do when we're united. We'll do all that we can to get you into the Vantel district. Indeed, if you can get in there, victory is as good as ours. You've got plenty of collaborators waiting to help you too. I see this makeshift communication system can handle all the the face calls. We've got everyone all together in a group conversation. Some of them don't even fit on screen. Whoa! There are so many people. These are just some of the bonds and connections that Van has formed with his actions. You really are fortunate, Van.
Man, I don't know what to say, you guys. Alright, I don't care how long I'm in debt to you guys for this. Give me all you got. I'm counting on you all. So you better step up.
Except you, man with chemical weapons. Please don't use them. We never managed to get in touch with Elaine in the end, did we? Yeah, I suspect those barriers around the Vantel district are impeding the signal. No doubt. I'm sure she's just fine in there, though. Me too. Just gotta get in there ourselves and find her. Yeah, she's kind of scary, but she'll be a huge help on our side.
So glad I managed to catch you.
Hermes! We had heard you were with Miss Auclair.
I was for a while, helping her to get around. But eventually, she entrusted me with that mother and child's safety and went off alone. And then that barrier appeared. I'm so sorry, Arkride. I should have stopped her.
Don't get too hung up about it. Braces like her have their own way of doing things. We're heading in ourselves either way. Of course! We were actually about to start preparing to do so. Really? That's a relief. I'm happy to resume my usual service for you, by the way. It's the least I can do by way of apology. I found plenty of good routes around the city, so I can gather whatever you need and see it delivered to you. Yeah, cheers. That'll be a big help. We're counting on you. Just give me a call if you need me. I'm at your service. Alright, we've got less than 2 hours left. It's almost time to wrap up this thing. Indeed, everyone else's preparations are expected to be done around the 1 hour mark. We're going to need to head for the expressway into the Vantel district, right? Yeah, but this is going to be our final battle, so we've got to make absolutely sure we're ready for it. We're counting on you, Katana. Of course, Vio and Zeros are in top form too. Then let's move. Onward and upward. This is going to be our final battle, then our finaler battle, then our finaler battle, then our finalist battle, and then another final battle after that. Don't say it like that. It's going to be our final push. Might be better. I don't know. Katra rejoined the party. You can now access the custom menu from Augment in the main menu once more. Faye can no longer use the Procyon Fancraft. You can use Hermes' courier service once more. To request a delivery, inspect Van's car and select the order delivery option. When you wish to advance the main story, inspect the car or open the travel menu and choose head to Expressway 1 in the Auber District.
Ah, yeah, the whole gang's back together.
Hey, I'm not part of your little... who am I kidding?
I think we all just have to accept that we're part of this big, happy family.
Very.
Ho ho. Fate often works in mysterious ways, but one thing is clear.
Well,
It brought us together for a reason.
Alright then, well we still got the sweep of the Auber District afterwards to go. We're one big happy family, Fairy goes. I'm like, why are you doubting? Don't know if there's anywhere else to go to where other events might be taking place, so we can't even go back to the first district. I was wondering if we could reunite Maxime, Paulette and Yume, but probably not. There's an event going on up here, so we'll leave that for last, I guess. But we might be heading to the final dungeon, finally. He's got a gun! When I'm not making cakes, I have gun. It's been more than 10 years since I retired, but I still know the basics of combat. I'd have no regrets if my last service was to protect the people of the city. The young'uns seem capable, so I could probably just leave things to them, but I don't want to just sit back. Do you think he's... I know, he's not the actual baker, of course, but I was just wondering, it's actually made of chocolate. It's my duty to help them as Andalusia devotee. This will all end eventually, and the store will soon return to normal. I shall do the utmost for Holland, and then I will be able to enjoy my bounty once everything is resolved. I'm also going to pickpocket this woman's pocket so I can steal it, buy cake. Then thought you'd end up rescuing me, Van. You have my thanks. I honestly panicked when this whole thing started, but at least I managed to make sure people nearby were safe. I'll do what I can for now, though there's not much I can offer you save for some sugary snacks. That's exactly what Van wants. But I guess you don't want to turn your nose up at those, eh? I got all the cakes.
Looking to buy something? See you again.
That one says happy birthday on it. Apollo's going to protect us. And that old man's going to stand guard in front of the store. We're safe. It's all going to go back to normal, right? Being attacked by my wife. Right, let's head to the church next. I managed to get in touch with the Old Town Church and the Riverside Temple. I'm not sure why, but Sister Philia is over in Riverside. She's been putting in genuine effort to secure the local citizenry. We ought to follow her example. The blessing of the goddess will surely be with you. Please do be careful. That I shall. The meats guys left Vantel. I guess we did have a connection with him. Man, who knows what would have happened to me and the guy on the food truck if it hadn't been for that bracer. Bracers are always on top of things. You can really count on them wherever you are. I heard that there's some kind of plan cooking. Even without that, a lot of people are still out there fighting. I brought all the food I could fit in my bag. Maybe I'll help some folks get some energy back. We've got a tough road ahead. Oh,
Looking to buy
kebabs.
something?
Knockout. Oh, I could do with that.
See you again.
Nom 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 nom. An event going on in here as well, by the look of it. Yumi and Paulette, what is going on with you two? Man, you and your crew are off then. Yeah, don't got a lot of time left anyway. We gotta get this taken care of. Oh, Yume? Van, you're coming back, right? Yeah. Don't worry, kiddo. I'm just stepping out for a bit. We need to hold a party after everything's done, yeah? Back home with Mama? You promise? Yeah, I promise. Okay. Agnès, Ferry, everyone, please take care of Van. What? I don't need... Of course we will, Yume. We're all coming back safe. Well, if everyone's done giving their permission, can we go now? Paulette, Yume! Oh, Maxime! You're both safe! Oh, thank you, goddess, thank you! Calm down there, champ. Don't just barge in and start freaking out. I think it's fair for him to freak out a little. Maxime's crying again! I appreciate your concern, Maxime. And I'm glad you're doing well too. I really am glad you're safe. Paulette! Ah, what a sad sack. Can we go now? Yes, we ought to give them some privacy. Wait up! I can't even begin to repay you for helping Paulette and Yume. It barely cuts it as thanks, but I'd like to give you all special seats to the Z1 Grand Prix. You better make sure you come back to enjoy it. I would actually like seeing the Grand Prix. Got it, champ. Come back soon, everyone. I'll make sure they get to Old Town safely. I can't thank you enough. I'll pay you back soon, I promise. So you better not die until I do. Paulette and Yume would be heartbroken. Man, you promised. I'll be patient, okay? I'll be waiting with Mummy and the old man. Yeah, thanks, Yume. You take care of yourself too, Yume. I look forward to having tea with you at Monmar next time. I laugh because I thought you were calling Maxime old man, but you actually didn't count Maxime at all, which is probably worse. Thank you all so much for saving us. We're all right now. Please come back safe, okay? I'll treat you to a nice cup of coffee once everything is over, so do come back. I'll be waiting. So glad my wife came over though. She opened the door to let the little kiddie be here, and it instantly has dropped the room temperature by 3 degrees Celsius. I'm like, Man, I'm still in shock, speechless and really scared. Basil was nothing. I gathered all I could and fled into the subway, but I probably would have been mincemeat if it hadn't been for that bracer. I should probably be grateful that I'm neither frozen nor a dozen fleshy bits in some monster's mouth. Brought some food with me. I hope it'll help everyone relax a little.
Do you have any preferences? Thanks for coming in.
Some cheese dog sounds great by me. Daddy's been helping all the church people while we're here. That nice lady and the Aramis students are working hard too. I was really scared at first, but we'll be okay now. Mummy and Daddy are with me, so I'm okay. I want to help out Daddy. Well, I want to help out so Daddy doesn't have to work so hard and get tired.
Alrighty.
Good kid. Kalio's really busy, but he still took time to spend with us. I really have the greatest husband in all of Zemuria. I constantly worried Kalio would fall out of love with me during those 2 years he spent in the Empire. Of course, that never happened. I shouldn't doubt his love for me so much. The professor and the students let me know communications were re-established, albeit limited. We used that chance to contact the various embassies and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, but as we feared, there was no response. I feel so useless here, but I need to continue my duties as ambassador. Looks like Fee's come over. God, Fee's so tall now. It's like every time we see Fee, she's standing taller than someone we know of. This is the first incident this big since the Retributive Tower, I think. Probably. But we don't have Lloyd. I mean, we don't have the Special Support Section or Class 7 for backup this time. Or any other backup for that matter. Special Support Section. Yeah. Lloyd, Ferisha, only Lloyd. But if it's to protect the place where I was born, my second home, I will brandish my blade without hesitation. Yep, and I'm a Republic bracer at the moment. I'll back you up so we can ensure the safety of the citizens in the city. You two are hitting off nicely. Didn't you two team up during the Crossbell incident anyway? We did. To be fair, we already knew each other before that, though. Yeah, though come to think of it, I don't think we've been together in the Republic before. Though I guess this isn't the time to reminisce. I won't be joining the assault. I have my own stuff to do, and I need to make sure civilians are safe. I'll let you worry about Elaine. Yeah, I'll handle her. I met up with Risha on the way. I guess we're going to the same place. I'll leave a lane to you. I'm sure you and the others will make it there. The assault plan will hopefully go well. This is the moment of truth. Whatever comes, there's no backing down now. Please stay safe, everyone. We were able to contact the Riverside Temple and confirm Sister Philia's safety. She's been helping them. Churches and other businesses have been doing what they can to help those that can still move. Still, the situation will definitely be felt by both those that could evacuate and those who didn't. We'll need to do everything we can to get them taken care of. I feel like it's just true to Fee being like a cat, sleeping around, being lazy, not motivated to do anything. And then, like, from kitten to growth spurt to adult is what we've seen happen to Fee in, like, barely any time. That goes... Puberty hit Fee hard. It was late, but when it kicked in... Now that we've got a better grasp of the situation, the local churches will start moving to help those in need. We have plenty of water, food, and blankets stocked up, but it might not be enough. I'll go wherever is needed. You need not fear for me. There are plenty who will support me. We've gotten in contact with most churches across the city, but the Vantel District one is a different story. The Congregation for the Sacraments and the Growlsritter might have decided to act alone. Considering the Pandemonium and all the devils manifesting, things might just... Well, no use in dwelling right now. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. True, Mr. Bishop. There was nothing that way, so the church is all checked out. But most of the people were the other way. There's a guard back outside the embassy. We did actually speak to this guard regularly, so you're unfrozen because of that. Do you hate us for it? The Auber District might be free now, but there's still some frozen people around. Most of the embassy staff and Elsam's envoys are still frozen. Yeah, we never went in here. We'll continue to provide security regardless of how long this anomaly takes to go away. I will protect the people of the embassy. I hope you'll do your part. I'll do my part. Alright, we will check the other districts to see if we've got anything to go back to, if you know what I mean. But I think we should be just forward-facing at this point. Some Aramis students asked me to bring him here, so here I am. I ain't letting Juniper and Graham steal all the glory. Your driving skills are pretty epic, Yaddies. You did a nice job dodging those monsters. But my car! That professor with the, like, massive knockers took my car! And she's a way better driver than me. How's that fair? Well, she did say she needed it to transport some equipment. Are you referring to Essie? Come to think of it, she can be pretty wild behind the wheel. Ah, seriously, wouldn't have guessed. Honestly, Downey, are you still mad about it? That's kind of sad. We've got to do whatever we can. Whether it is transporting things or people, or driving around to look for people who haven't evacuated yet. I ain't letting Juniper and Graham steal all the glory. I will admit, when he said about the massive knockers, I was like, does she? I guess when you've got Risha around the place, you're kind of like, what is sense of scale? Huge Milkies. I mean, that professor took off in my car. She's a way better driver than I am. I couldn't turn her down since she said they needed it for something important, but this is just driving me nuts. Maybe I could go take a peek. Okay, go on then. They're Milkies. Knows how to form sentences. Come to think of it, I believe they were going to hammer out the last bits of the plan in the Aramis Student Council room. Oh, really? Yeah, President has the local connections, so it's probably as good a place as any to finish it all up. Professor Hamilton's sticking around, right? Yeah, I think Essie said she'd be here too. Sounds like they're going to be real busy. Maybe we shouldn't bother them. I can't imagine it would hurt to stop by, at least for moral support. Why not? Guess we're paying Miss Perfect School a visit. Oh, and our esteemed chief's alma mater too. I mean, I never graduated. Sounds exciting. Let me show you to the student council room then. It's on the 4th floor. It's frustrating, but I have to admit it's performing quite well. Not a guy in sight in this room of intellect. I wonder what's the whole story behind this. We can talk about that later. Right now, our goal is maximizing the plan's success rate. Celis, could you measure the spiritual wavelength pattern through the cipher one more time? Sure, whatever, no problem. Maybe if I knew what the hell I'm doing. Pardon us, mind if we come in? Oh, you came to visit. Feel free to come in. Wow, this is what a student council room looks like on the inside. Oh, even I'd be thrilled to learn in a place as classy as this. Graham, Essie, Ren, we've come to visit. Oh, it's the punk-ass night. You're lending a hand here, are you? Why don't you say that again and see how much of a punk I can be? But anyway, it's apparently got something to do with the plan. Leon already went ahead, by the way. I see. We'll inquire with him once we're on location. I see you were able to obtain one of Marduk's latest terminals. We did. It's the only way we could access the Orbital network in virtual mode. Don't worry so much about the specifics. We'll talk about everything during the mission. Got it. Wasn't worried anyway. I trust you guys. Glad to have your assistance, Professor, and the rest of you too. Celis, do what you can for them. You got it, boss. When I figure out what the hell to do, but hey. We'll head to the rendezvous point in about an hour. Van, Agnès, everyone, make sure everyone's ready for the mission. Got it. Understood. Hey, we're not allowed to talk to them some more? Don't just kick me out. I can chat with you. You mean normal? This cutting-edge Marduk terminal is great, but Ren's technical skills are just mesmerizing. Even the professor was speechless. I've clearly got a lot to learn as a disciple. Oh, Yang's helping out too. He's already gone ahead though, so we'll meet up later. We've got to stop this pandemonium. Whatever it takes. I'm really worried, but let's give it our best, Katra. Of course. It's encouraging having you here, Essie. I'm glad to have reliable allies that can show us the way through this debacle. All of this was possible due to the bonds you forged. We will open a path for you. Make any and all preparations you need. And do come back safe. We'll be waiting for this fixer agency of yours to return. Of course. Thank you, Graham. Don't worry, we'll take care of things. Man, I thought we were supposed to be the experts on dealing with devils and shit. Crazy that Orbital Tech can do that for you now. Marduk's real shady, but can't complain. I still got my own shit to do as a Dominion. We were thankfully able to enlist the Professor's aid. Our odds are looking up. I wish I had more time to tinker with this Marduk terminal. But I need to focus on the plan right now. Can't let anything go wrong or we might not succeed. Give it your best, Agnès. You better take good care of her, Van. I promise I'll see this through, Rem. Yeah, I gotcha. No slacking in on this one. And I've still got shit to deal with from last month. I actually had a conversation recently with this in my Final Fantasy XIV static because of that. You say normal if you're comparing to reshare at the very least. Everyone in this world is large. It also depends on what country you live in. That's quite normal for the UK as I understand it. Very standard. Different places, different overall average sizes. Roman's moved out here. I managed to get in touch with Curtis. Oh, thank Adios. That's a weight off my shoulders. But I know we still don't really know how to fix this. So I'm not sure if there's a lot that I can do, but still. This could be the key to our lives going back to normal. Please do everything you can. It could be dangerous to move around now, so we'll have to settle down and do what we can from here. We're all praying for your plan's success, but please stay safe. I'm so relieved to have heard Curtis's voice. Also, I must compliment Aramis's students. They're so capable, even in a situation like this. Everyone's bustling about, doing what they can. The school is truly amazing. Once things are peaceful again, I'm going to tell Curtis all about this. Kitty! Not you. Rubbish. It's Madeleine! Meow! The most important conversation we've had. Ah, it's you. As I understand it, you and your group have done a lot for us. I won't pry. Don't worry. Best of luck in your endeavors, and may we all pull through this. The Academy is taking in as many refugees as we can find. We have enough food and water to last for a while at least. You don't have to worry about us. You've someone to take care of, so go. No, we have to sweep first. We're close, though. Our students are really tough despite everything. That girl with the short hair in particular, a natural leader, that one. Won't budge at all. I'm honestly impressed. The future's in good hands with kids like these. Aramis students are so capable. I'm glad my young lady will someday come to this school too. My lady and I are thankfully safe. We owe a lot to everyone here in Aramis. Still, Chief Rumsfeld worries me. I wish I could let him know we're safe. Do you want me to go back there? Is the old man... His father safe? He was on his way to the capital. What if something happened to him? The situation's a mess, but you're not a child anymore, Bezelia. Get a hold of yourself. Anyway, I need to let the old man know that I'm safe if I can. I wouldn't want him to worry. Now that Father and I have gotten to talk, I'm even more determined to not let any of this ruin everything. We'll see if we can share the news. Agnès has got stuck. Shino! Shino, I didn't think you'd be here. Hello there. I evacuated into the school with everyone else. I'm guessing you managed to get things under control. Thank you so much. As for myself, I plan to help out in whatever way I can. So that's why you're handing out drinks. Good work, thanks. Keep an eye on the people here, yeah? Of course, I'll do what I can. The rest of you take care of yourselves. I'll be awaiting your return. For sure. We'll get this taken care of. Count on it. I'm serving drinks to the evacuees. It's honestly pure chaos. Some people aren't coping well with the anxiety. I'm doing what I can to help everyone here. The rest of you take care of yourselves. I'll be awaiting your return.
Hello. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, can I exchange some... How much have I got now? 17k.
Thank you.